Hey, what's going on? This is the Knicks State of Mind podcast. I'm your host, Quis, joined by my co-host, Inf.
How's it going?
You already know. Today, we're going to be starting off the podcast talking about some recent cuts the Knicks made to trim up the roster. Two of the players that were cut are going to be Myles Powell and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And they also cut the third player. Inf, I'm going to need you to give me his name, last name Brown.
Bryce Brown.
Bryce Brown. He really didn't get any playing time, so I have no idea who the guy is, but best of luck to him on his next endeavor. So we're going to focus primarily on Myles Powell and MKG. Now, Powell out of Seton Hall, I thought he was going to get a little bit more playing time. He only got, 6 minutes in the last game against the Cavs, Inf?
Basically, last game he got 5 minutes, 34 seconds, where he was plus minus -6.
Yeah, we really didn't get to see much from him, and it's a shame. I think during this preseason, Tibbs could have got him a little bit more playing time. He's a pretty good scorer from all accounts. He didn't really get to show much in this short amount of time he was on the court, and hopefully they'll transition him to the G League. I don't think this will be the last time we'll see him in a Knicks jersey. It's just the next time it'll probably be a Westchester Knicks jersey. So what do you think? If you think you wanted to see a little bit more of Powell?
No, I mean, I definitely did. He had high hopes, like this was somebody who can easily get us a basket. And we know that clearly through preseason, aside from the last game, we've struggled to score. So I was expecting him to be like an instant offense off the bench. So not to see him in any of the first 3 games and then only 4 minutes in a blowout game, it was disappointing.
Yeah, it was a little bit disappointing, but hopefully he's going to be sent down to the Westchester Knicks. They haven't made any reports about that. We haven't heard anything about his, upcoming future, but hopefully he'll stay within the team, stay within the system, and just have to play up in Westchester, right in White Plains. It's actually down the block from my office. Yeah, I got to drive by it every day. Well, when I used to go to the office, now everybody's working from home.
Sure. Same.
Yeah, right. And then, the next player that got cut is Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, somebody we didn't see at all. And to be honest, I'm a little bit shocked. I thought he might have been somebody that Tibbs wanted to keep close just to give the guys a little bit more competition in practice. But, when I made a video about him on the channel, I kind of said he's probably just here to give the guys a little bit of extra competition. And I think he was sick, so that's why he didn't get to play. And we didn't really get to see what he was able to bring to the team.
No, I mean, I was under the impression he was actually a decent player. I've never watched him or anything, but you know the name. You know who Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is. You hear him all the time.
Well, you hear the name more so because he was a second-round draft pick and he didn't really do much of nothing.
But I thought he'd be decent, and knowing Tibbs, who actually plays veterans, I thought he was going to stay. So that was surprising, like that we didn't see anything of him, and then he's just cut. It was surprising. But, I'm not mad about it like I am with Powell.
So, yeah, me too. A little bit more upset with Powell, but we had to get down to 15 players. And if it wasn't going to be Powell, they were either going to have to cut Spellman or Iggy. And to cut Spellman, I don't think we're too deep at bigs right now. Outside of Mitch or Noel, we really don't have anybody else that can play center. So if one of them goes down, we may have to need Spellman just in case we have to move Randall over to center, which is something I don't really want to see. But just in case, we need that additional big. So they kept Spellman, and I'm glad they kept Iggy, even though Iggy really didn't show much in the short period of time he played in the 4th game as well against the Cavs. But to see him get sent down to the G League, I guess it's expected. But hopefully we find some playing time for him or a spot in the rotation throughout the season. Maybe we can move on from a Peyton, and that'll free up some minutes, or maybe even ship DSJ out, get like a 2nd-round pick or something.